It was a cemetery in 1858 until it was a park in 1907. Some guy named Cheesman donated some money to make a pavilion. Families had 90 days to get the bodies out of here to bring them somewhere else. That being said, here are the pros and cons to Cheesman Park, Colorado.
What's up, guys? We are the Mile High Property Brothers, Will Grimes and Eli Schmidt. We are licensed brokers here in the state of Colorado. So if you guys have any questions at all, shoot that number a text. Shoot a text to that number below.
We're going to leave that in.
Give us a call.
Give us a phone call. Give us a text message. If you
Take
guys
it
have
away.
any personal questions in regards to your real estate needs, or if you have any history questions in regards to the topic today of where these bodies might have gone, if it's haunted, if it's not haunted, I don't know. I'm not staying the night out here. But with that being said, we're going to get right into it. Here are the pros and cons to living in Cheesman Park, Colorado.
All right, guys, we always like to start with the positive. So our first pro is the livability around Cheesman Park. Now, if you're living in really any downtown, but especially downtown Denver, it can be tricky to find nearby convenient grocery stores. Cheesman Park gets an A+ with that. We have a couple grocery stores that are super nearby, a lot of good restaurants, a lot of, gas stations, which also can be hard to come by downtown.
Super known for some of their pizza joints.
Yep.
All within walking distance.
100%. So if you're looking to have convenience in a downtown neighborhood where you're going to be choosing a place to live, Cheesman Park grades super high in that area.
Number two, let's roll with a con, and that's going to be the street parking. Because Cheesman Park is a pretty well-known and just fun overall park to come to. If you do not have underground parking with your condo, if you live in a single family home, and the street parking that you've got allotted to you, sometimes that gets a little crowded over the weekends when people are commuting to the park to hang out over the weekend. So that's something, depending on the time of day, could get irritating, could not. Do you have a garage? Do you not? Do you have a driveway? Do you not? These things definitely you want to consider before buying a single family home, and proximity to the park, something to consider.
Yeah, absolutely. And it is a fairly younger demographic that lives in the Cheesman Park area. So, I guess it could be a lot worse. You do see a lot of these people that just don't even have cars. They're taking public transportation or the electric scooters that you can rent, or riding their bike to work. So if you maybe don't need a vehicle and you're just planning on living and working within the same proximity of Cheesman, then that might not be an issue for you at all.
This guy is totally smoking a cigarette while walking the trail right now. I don't.
Wearing a mask too, probably.
Counterproductive. I don't know. To each their own. Little counterproductive, if you ask me. A little distracted.
Yeah.
But a pro.
Hey.
You are more than comfortable to be yourself at Cheesman Park,
you are.
whatever that may mean.
Yes, you are. What you looking at me for?
Whatever that may mean. All right, guys, on to number two, another pro, and that's going to be cost of living. Average out here is right around $408,000. So, believe it or not, proximity to downtown Denver, along with proximity to these parks and commute to pizza joints and grocery stores, phenomenal price-wise, especially to some of the other areas around Denver that you might be spending. So if you're looking at being as close to Denver as possible, enjoying the parks and some outdoor life, getting at $408,000 for an average price point, A+.
Well, and what helps drive that number down a little bit is how many condo developments there are out here, versus the place like Washington Park, where you have mostly single family homes, but that average price point is up in the mid 800s.
Correct.
The reason that it drops down so much is because you do have a ton of condos and apartments and things like that here around the Cheesman area, and really close. The closer you get to Denver and Capitol Hill, which is just west of here, the more of those you're going to find. So because we do have a lot more lower price point homes, being a condo, it helps drive that number down. So again, if you're just coming into Colorado, maybe out of state, and you don't mind living in a condo, in fact, a lot of people prefer that, this would be a really good option for you.
Should be looking at a map right now, proximity for Cheesman Park to Denver. Hopefully that gives you guys just some perspective on how close we actually are, and in accordance to everything else. All right, guys, number two on the con list, getting close to the end. Obviously, cemetery. Not sure what you think about that, what you don't think about that. Who knows? Are you into haunted stuff? Are you not?
There's definitely bodies here, I'll tell you that. Give them the history. Give them the rundown real quick.
1858, it was a cemetery until 1907. It became a park. They pretty much gave families 90 days to get their loved ones out of the ground into somewhere else. And then they paid somebody else to come in and do it. And apparently they were just hacking up bodies and throwing them in boxes and disposing of them somewhere else.
So,
not sure what you think of that kind of stuff.
Not to get too detailed.
Obviously, 1900s, right? Like, I mean, we don't need to go too far into that.
Not to get too detailed. Pretty crafty, though. Whoever they hired to get the bodies out of here that were not claimed by any family members, they offered him $1.09 per body. Well, this guy got the idea that if he just made smaller coffins, he could take one body and chop it up and put it into 3 coffins and make 3 times as much for one body.
Three bodies into one. Oh, I see.
Yeah, one body chopped up, 3 coffins, 3 times the pay. So what happened
Definitely an entrepreneur.
Yeah, so rumor has it in Denver that this Pavilion Center, which we'll show you, is haunted, and there's some pictures online to where you can see some apparitions and things like that. Pretty cool in my opinion.
Yeah, and if it makes you feel any better, apparently most of the bodies that were buried here in the first place were just criminals and bad people, so that makes you feel any better.
Just wanted to be loved, that's it. Just wanted to be loved.
Yeah, hopefully they're in a better place. Not sure if that's, you know what, and that could be a pro, could be indifferent for you guys.
Yeah.
Obviously we're being a little bit lighthearted with some of the history, but depending on how you see some of that stuff, could be a con for you. And, side note, if that's the worst thing we can think of as far as being in a place like this, on the Richter scale of just overall approval from us, super high, super good place.
Adds to the character.
Correct.
All right, guys, our final pro here, the proximity to the Denver Botanic, not botanical, the Denver Botanic Gardens.
Don't say botanical, just like you say anyways. It's not anyways, it's anyway.
That's true, I looked it up.
There you go.
Just south of the Cheesman Park, almost connecting, you have the Denver Botanic Gardens, which is my favorite place to go every winter when they have the lights up for, like, what do they call that?
I don't know who you go
Winter
with.
Parade of Lights. I go with you. Didn't we go? No, we went to
Scouts
Zoo.
Honor.
Did we go to Zoo Lights?
Scouts Honor.
We went to Zoo Lights together.
We went to the Zoo Lights together with our wives and
Yeah.
kids. Never been to this garden.
So the Botanic Gardens, it's just a cool place. There's a ton of cool flowers, a little butterfly pavilion area. It's a super popular area in Colorado. Everyone's coming here to check it out during the summer, during the winter, and during Halloween time. I think they do something special out there as well.
They do.
It's cool. Definitely check it out. We'll show you some photos of it, but when you're coming out here, maybe to visit prior to a move or anything like that, if they're open, if no crazy COVID stuff is going on, definitely go check out Botanic Gardens and then take a stroll through Cheesman Park when you're all done.
All right, guys, there you have it. This is Cheesman Park, Colorado. Definitely an A+. We've been getting a lot of messages and a lot of questions on affordability / proximity to Denver. I know some of the videos we've done are a little bit more higher up on that price point scale, so we wanted to definitely throw something at you guys that was super competitive on the price point, but provided a lot of just activity and outdoor stuff, which people love in Colorado, but still close proximity-wise to Denver. So definitely an A+ on our side as far as livability, proximity to Denver, things you can do within the Cheesman Park area, and just the outdoor event stuff, like the gardens that he never brings me to. But there you have it, A+. Definitely, if you're looking at something on a budget but still being close to Denver, please do not pass up Cheesman Park.
Well, we're gonna go check out that Pavilion Center, see if we can't catch any full body apparitions, and do a little ghost hunting for you.
This is the cold shoulder I'm giving.
Do a little ghost hunting for you guys. But again, if this is your first time visiting our channel, all we do is make videos about what it's like to live in Colorado and the neighborhoods that are surrounding it. Again, we are licensed brokers, so if you're thinking about moving here, maybe have some more specific questions about what that entails, definitely text that number below or give us a call. We're happy to help you out.
Yeah, we're the guys that respond to those text messages. We're the guys that answer that phone call. So as much as we love making these videos, we really love helping you guys with your real estate needs. So until next time, there you have it, Cheesman Park.
See ya.